Welcome to the channel. Thank you for clicking on here. Like, subscribe. Basically, here's how the day went. I went to GameStop because I put a pre-order on April 24th. Paid for it all up front. When we got to GameStop today, they gave us this nice checklist. So if you were there, you know. If you don't, then you know. And so when I got there, they were talking about doing trivia and cosplay. My daughter was there. Got another video. She was in a My Hero Academia anime character. I'm not sure exactly which one because Tenaruku or something. But we got there. They were doing trivia, cosplay. Everything was going really, really good. Talking to a lot of people. I think there was about 35 people there. But I started asking questions like, I found out that they had an additional 45 consoles for sale that had nothing to do with the pre-orders, which I thought was awesome. So they had 30 bundles of Mario Kart, and they had 15 just basic regular edition consoles, which was cool. So when we get in there, I get rang up. I'd already paid for everything. The first thing the guy said was, well, this is interesting. We owe you $40 because the way things bundled up or whatever, I had paid $915. I think by the time it was all said and done, it was like $871 after the discounts and everything taken off. So he was like, how would you like to do this? He was like, I noticed one thing you don't have, and he brought it over, and that is this. I got a deluxe carrying case, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to open it yet, but I mean, it holds the Switch 2, the Switch OLED, and the Switch Lite. So it's not exclusively to the Switch 2, and it's the GameStop version, but hey, I'd overpaid by $41, so I'll take the case, no problem. But let's go ahead and show you everything I got. All right, so obviously the first thing I got was the 256 gigabyte memory card from Nintendo. Thought that was a pretty easy get. So the second one, as you can see, is the Pro Controller 2. Now, what I will tell you is this. I wasn't very hyped on the Nintendo Switch 2. My daughter has a Switch 1. I played it. I like the nostalgia, the Mario Brothers, the online that they do, the expansion pack, what have you. I think that's pretty amazing. But I had no inkling of wanting to get a Nintendo Switch 2 until I saw some creators making content about it, and it got me excited. So here I am, spent a lot of money. So when I open this up, first thing I am assuming is to charge my Pro Controller, which is pretty cool. And now I'd like to see the feel of what's going on here. Okay, so I see what they did here with this one. You have the black, and it says the Xbox Switch 2, and then you got this gray, white, whatever it is at the top. So it definitely feels the same. It has the same everything, but I see it has the C button, the capture button. This way you can chat with everybody and all that nice happy stuff. So that's pretty cool so far, but it feels really good. And it's got the back trigger buttons, as you can see. So yeah, we got the chat button, home button. We got everything the other one has now with the added chat button, which is a pretty cool feature. Apparently you have to have that on the membership to get that. So yeah. The next thing I got was at $24.99. We got the Switch 2 control, the wheels. I got those just because you should. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Put it in the chat. When I got the Switch 2 for my daughter, we got the Mario Kart bundle. The wheels came with that, correct? Because this Mario Kart bundle didn't come with the wheels. So let me know in the chat below, what am I misremembering this, or was this the same thing? But here we are. It's a little bigger, obviously, because we got the Joy-Cons that are bigger for the Switch 2, but the feel, it's a lot different. Now, here's what I'll tell you. These wheels are much different than the wheels for the first one. They feel different. You got the things right there, the triggers. These are 100% different than the Switch 1 Mario Kart wheels. It's pretty cool, but it's absolutely 100% different. It was a pretty good experience today. Everyone was happy, everyone was festive, everyone was just in great moods. And everyone pretty much got what they wanted, because obviously on launch day there were more than enough consoles, and they even had more games that were in there and everything else. The next thing I got obviously is the camera, $54.99, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. I got this because as you've seen Mario Party 2 Jamboree, and from what I am hearing, the next Just Dance are going to have capabilities to the camera. I'm hearing rumors that you'll be able to like do your whole character dancing and get you doing the old thing. But here's the charger for that camera that you plug into the Switch, and then as small for a $55 camera, you would think it'd be a little bit more to it than this, but nope, it's right here and moves up and down, doesn't go sideways. You have this where you can twist it sideways, I'm assuming, turn it to close your camera and open your camera. I assume the closing the camera because Nintendo realizes people are going to be able to hack into these cameras. So they're like, close your camera. As you can see, it's white. If they get hacked into, they won't be able to see nothing. And then when it opens, you don't see the white. So that was probably pretty smart by Nintendo. I don't know if they did it on the first one, because honestly, I didn't get the camera or anything for the first one. So that one is pretty good with that one. Tell me down below, were you guys excited for this Switch from the beginning, or did you have to get excited? Yeah, because I'm a Nintendo. It's 40-year anniversary of Nintendo. So this has been out since I was born. So I'm 41. So yeah, I am older than Nintendo by a year. So let me know. Did you also think you were going to get a Mario Brothers game? Because I sure did. I 100% thought on day one we'd get a Mario Party, not a Mario Party, but a Mario Brothers game. I know we got Mario Party Jamboree, it's an add-on, and I know we got Donkey Kong coming out next month, and I already have that bought, just not out yet. And I know we got Mario Kart World, but I thought we would actually be getting a Mario Brothers game, being it's the 40th anniversary of Mario Brothers 1. But we're not, so we will see what's going on. Now, if you were at GameStop, you got to see, this was what I kind of, as a collector, I don't like. They put the 65 on the two sides. That's obviously because they are trying to keep everyone's console, like mapping them out and laying them together and all that stuff, but they kind of will take the value off your box, obviously. Also, I see they have different type boxes. They have different type Switch 2 cases. You have this one that says full game download right here, but I've seen some of the Switch 2s have this art all the way down on the here, not the sticker, but the artwork on the box. So I see that Nintendo did make a couple different variations of their box. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure at once upon a time, the collectors will be all over that, saying, hey, which variation did you get? Well, here we go with the Joy-Cons. This is kind of what I was waiting for. They got the metallic, and already, obviously, cat's out the bag, it's bigger. But I don't find a different feel on it, because everyone keeps saying, oh, it feels much different than the Switch 1. It really doesn't. It feels different than the Switch 1 if you've used your Switch 1 for 7 years. But this is how these Joy-Cons, the pads, this is how they felt from the beginning. Like when you first buy a new Switch 1, they're tight, they feel good. So yeah, I think it's about the same. And you see, you also get the C button right there for the chat button on your Joy-Con. So that's pretty cool. They've made this chat thing pretty much a big thing. It's on almost every accessory that can control your Switch. So that's pretty cool. Now, what I wanted to see is the big boy. Wanted to feel how this goes, and geez, yeah, definitely feels much better, much bigger. It's heavier, and obviously you have the colors, the orange and the blue. So, wow, we've kind of upgraded a pretty big bit on here. Like, that's awesome. And then we have, oh shit, I broke my box. I'm not gonna show, but you got the Mario Kart download. So tells you, gives you directions on how to do that. You got the HDMI cord, pretty cool. You get the Nintendo health and safety thing. And let me know, do you guys use these? I don't, neither does my kid. But these actually are, these things are much different than the last ones. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh yeah. Obviously this had to be bigger, wider, because of the controllers being wider. But yeah, I think I'm gonna love the metal click-on. So that's got the Nintendo Switch 2 logo right there. Pretty cool. And then obviously you got the charger to it. The only thing I don't know is if it's the same charger as their Switch 1. But, and then this bad boy, the docking system. So obviously you got the Switch 2 logo right there, and I was right about seeing online it has that bounce to it. I don't like that. And then you got the fan underneath, which is pretty cool to try to keep that as cool as possible, because now that this thing is upgraded pretty well, obviously it's going to run hotter. So fair play putting the fan, and a bigger fan at that. Then obviously you take the back off. You have the place where you put the AC adapter, HDMI out. And for people who want to hook up through their router and go direct, that's what that's for. So this was a pretty good haul I got. Let me know down in the comments below. Did you get a Switch? What did you get? And are you waiting? Because I kind of broke my own rule here. This is the first system as an adult that I got on launch day. Usually I wait about a year to see if they can work the bugs out before I go get the second iteration of a console. But I got caught up in the moment, and so we're good there. Thank you. Please like, subscribe to the video. I appreciate you very much. This is a growing channel. Because of you guys, we will take this channel to the next level. If you have any ideas for video content or need anything for me to do or talk about, let me know in the chat below. Let's go.